Peace, 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 beautiful souls. Peace, peace. Happy, happy, beautiful Thursday. Happy, beautiful Thursday, Supreme Rising. Wow. It's a beautiful rising. This rising. I'm out here and I'm just looking around and I'm just looking at the skies. I always have a tendency to look up because I think instinctively within our being, we have always looked up because for some reason we know within ourselves that the answers are in the skies. And I think, and if I had to give my opinion, this is why the skies look the way or appear the way that they do to us. But with dark matter energy, right, in what we call the nighttime, it cannot be hidden, and it served as a reminder of what truly is. But we didn't really take note to that because, we were so far removed from the truth of ourselves. But now, things are now, coming to a much deeper understanding. And the connections are now naturally being made because of the frequency changes that are now here. So now we're making more of a connection of what is versus what it is that they wanted us to see and believe. Peace, beautiful soul, grand rising, Alpha Love 333. Hey y'all, grand rising. I just wanted to get on here this rising with the level of encouragement to encourage us to live our best life. What I'm coming to in terms of when I look in the skies, when I see all of the colors and everything, that when I think back maybe 20 years ago, we didn't really see it. And when I look in the skies now and I see all of the beautiful colors and the rainbows and what is now showing itself present in our waking life, what came to me this rising is that your divine order is already set. It already is, by whichever way that it is. And we've been living in this illusionary aspect under the veil for quite some time that removed us from the truth of our divinity. But who you are in this now moment, your divinity is already in order. You are already in divine order. The greatest thing being on this plane is for us to have an experience. But that experience was altered because of what we see now, the greed and the jealousy, the inability to be able to be at certain frequency because of their order in divinity, on the belt of the oneness. So how can I say, when we say racism, or when we say black, when we say white, when we say Mexican, when we say Davidian, when we say different countries, the illusion of separation was presented to us to keep us away from the oneness, or to represent the lower aspect of what divinity is. So in essence, our divinity is already in order. We are already in alignment of the divine order. So all of that racism and everything, and the black, the white, and I'm, American, Jamaican, and all of that. That was the illusion of separation. Because a divine being doesn't have to be labeled. It just is. Divinity doesn't have a label. It just is. The effort and the search to try to figure out what divinity is, and those who are in a higher order of divinity, the jealousy of that is what has created this illusionary aspect of our being. If we moved from the truth of ourselves in our true divinity and allow ourselves to have the true experience that we came here for, the veil will be broken. If we understand that racism, all of the things that create separation, that is an illusion, because your divine order is already in order. Who you are is the truth of your divinity. The illusion of separation was created to keep us at a lower aspect of ourselves. But if we move from our true order within our divinity, that in itself will speak for itself. And those who are of high consciousness will balance out the frequency of this plane, because now we are moving in the order of our divine order and our divinity. The skies is telling us the truth. If we just continue to look in the skies, and the constant reminder of what that is has always been in the nighttime. And when the stars presented themselves and was sending us information, they illuminated the skies with false lighting. I remember when I went to Jamaica, this was many, many years ago, and I never knew there were so many stars in the sky until I went to a part of Jamaica that had no illumination, no false lighting, no street lights, no anything. And the sky was illuminated with, it seemed like, endlessness of stars. Our divinity is already set within us. The order of that divinity is already set within us. So we are here to live the greatest experience that we choose by our own choice to live, to experience. Live your best life. Move in a level of discernment to rid yourself of the contaminants or the contaminations of the beliefs that contaminates you from living in your true authenticity. Nature has always been present. I never see the constellations anymore. I remember seeing the Big Dipper. I remember they call it the Big Dipper, and all of these different things that they labeled for us to see in the sky. And I remember always being able to see the Big Dipper when I was younger. And I have not seen the Big Dipper in quite some time. And it makes me wonder where we are now. From an inward perspective, I truly believe that this planetary change has transpired because the planet itself is moving through portals. Because I no longer see the Big Dipper and all of these other things that I used to see when I was younger. moving towards the true authenticity of yourself. In truth, I haven't been able to show my daughter, and she is 9. Yeah, I haven't seen the Big Dipper. I know that many of us have telescopes and different things of that nature, but the Big Dipper and all those things used to be very easily present by the naked eye. But now I don't see it. I don't see it anymore. And I truly believe that we are moving. And the frequencies, because of this move and because of this planetary shift, things are not going to be in its proper place or what we're used to seeing, because the planetary shift is actually moving through portals. I really truly believe that. If you look at the skies are different. They're beautiful in colors. I've been seeing so many beautiful, beautiful colors in our skies. And I think that is a part of this great awakening, because I feel within my being that the planet herself, a conscious entity, is the planet herself, is transcending as well. Absolutely. Your divine order is already set within you. Live the best spirit, the greatest experience, without the contaminants of all of the illusions that create separation and division. That is not who you are. That is what you've been told to be and decided to believe in. You are a divine being. The divinity lies within you. The true authenticity of who you are is only going to be activated by you moving from within. Anything that causes you to create a separation, if there is any type of separation to take place, it will take place by its own initiation. Anything that does not belong will be removed. It has its own ability to heal itself. Just like when you get a cut, your body heals itself. We do not have to focus on things that has the ability to correct itself. We are now going through a correction. When your body has a cut or what have you, it corrects itself. It heals itself. And the frequencies are not only here to heal us, but the frequencies is healing the oneness. The frequency is healing the collective consciousness, the oneness, because our true divinity is already in alignment and in order. So rid yourself of all of the contaminants that has created the separation, that has told you that you are Jamaican, that has told you I am American, that has told you that you are African. We are one. That is the illusion of separation. You are already in divine order. Live your best life. Live in your true authenticity of self. Rid yourself of the contaminants that creates division and separation. You are truly, truly, truly loved. Our planet, she is healing. And because she is healing, we are healing. Peace be within you all. Peace be unto you all. I love you. You are a beautiful soul. And you are truly, truly, truly loved. And always know within thyself, always know within thyself that you are greater than any lie that you have ever been told, the illusion of separation. We do not have to call out anything to be separated, because the healing will rid itself of all that do not belong. Our focus is to focus on thyself, the true authenticity of who we are, because we are already within divine order. Live your best life. You are greater than any trauma. You are greater than any lie that has ever been told to you. You are abundance. You are opulence. You are a genius. You are love. You are compassion. You are a beautiful expression of the all-knowing. Stand in your true authenticity. Rid yourself of the belief of the contaminants that is a part of your being. Get rid of them, for which they do not belong. I love you. I salute to the divinity within you, because it's there. And I will always see you in your highness, because I know that it exists. Sunfeed, O Point, you have to know that you are better. You have to know that you are greater. You have to rid yourself of energies and frequencies that we label as contaminants, that keeps you away from that truth and that knowing. The same questions that you ask of externally, if you are asking the question from an external aspect of reception, then the answer is already within you. Otherwise, you would not have the question to ask. Ask yourself these things. The answers are there from within. You have to move from a place of your truth, and you have to move from a place of your authenticity. That is why the greatest work to be done is on the self. This is why I judge no one. I judge no one. The greatest work to be done is on the self, the healing of you. And if we focused more on ourselves in terms of knowing thyself and moving from the true authenticity of our being and ridding ourselves of the contaminants that keeps us away from our rise and our ascension, then we probably wouldn't have time to be at each other's throats and bringing each other down, looking at each other sideways, because our focus would be on making ourselves better. We have been in a lower frequency for quite some time, and now the healing energies are here. Do the work, fam. It is imperative for us to do the work. It's very imperative for us to do the work. Love yourself. You have to love yourself in its truest form, so that for one, you can love others, and for two, you can know how to be loved. you are already within your divine order. Rid yourself of the contaminants. Rid yourself of the low vibrating contaminants that keep you confused, that keeps you unsure, that moves you in a space of jealousy, that moves you in a space of hatred. With everything that has transpired, there's a part of me deep within my being that knows that I do not have to move in the frequency of hatred, because all that is to be corrected will be corrected energetically, vibrationally, and in frequency. I know this. Can I articulate it and give an explanation of how this is going to take place? No, I cannot. But I know that that is what's happening. Peace be within you all. I love you. I love you. I love you. Have an amazing, beautiful, beautiful day. Keep your head up. Always look up. And always know that the answers are within you. I love you guys.